There is possibility that every one of us at some point of time in life had some kind of dream, had some kind of willingness and wish to be something or achieve something. And when something like that is understood and appear before us, in our heart, everything starts like conspiring and going into this direction. We start going into this direction, but it very often is connected with overcoming different kind of fears. And the universe, God, Allah, existence will gonna push you into this direction. It depends what is this, what you wish for yourself, what you want it to be. Sometimes this process can go for years of obstacles, years of hardships, in order to become what you wish for yourself to be. And sometimes this process is paved with very nasty things, very uncomfortable things, and usually is. It depends from degree. Like some millionaires, some rich people which are presently rich go through bankruptcy and they lost everything. Usually our dreams are connected with crashing mind structures. This what you had, what you be, it's have to go down, it have to be crushed, have to be like removed. And this is very, very not comfortable, not easy process. And very scary, because what you are at the moment, you are the present mind, have to be destroyed in some way. And when this happening, you're going through lots of hardship, lots of obstacles, and lots of fears going through you, because you simply don't want to let this go, but you must to let this go. And when you cannot yourself let this go, universe, God, Allah will do it for you. It will simply forcefully remove it in some way. It give you either illness, either some tragedy in life, either something else, on and on. I call it, and many others call it, dying process, because this is in some way dying process. You're shedding them old skins, you're peeling that onion layers, let's say, to go to the core, to the deepest core. And in this process, sometimes you really, sometimes, not always, sometimes you really have to go through like dying process. Everything have to die in you. And it looks indeed sometimes that like you dying. You going through all them fears inside of you, they appearing, and you think physically and mentally you're dying. You think that your mind stopped functioning. You cannot anymore do certain things. Simply it is impossible, because this is not existing anything anymore in your mind. It's your mind not processing anymore those informations, and you're trying to force yourself to do certain things, and you see you cannot. You simply cannot. In some way you cannot. But this is natural process of life, of creation. What new can be created, then old have to be destroyed. That's the way. And people call it, sometimes it's going through years of the life. That person is changed in many different areas of his life, and everything is arranged. But there is point that person sometimes cannot go any further, cannot chase anymore, because he's simply exhausted inside. I like wiped out from any possibilities, any energy, anything. Then this is the moment when existence starts pushing that person, existence starts changing. And we see those people who go through such a tormentful and forceful process. Let's say they've been put to the bed and they've been diagnosed with something, they've been in that bed for some X amount of time, they had horrible illnesses, and suddenly after years of being in this condition, they awaken. Something changed, finally something let go in them. Some people go through cancers, some people go through many different things. Every one of us going through different things, and this will look slightly different, but process is more or less the same. Old have to be wiped out, new have to take place in this. And people call it dark night of the soul. This is just moments of proceeding of full transformations. Full transformation. They call it dark night of the soul. And even I would say Eckhart Tolle have something like that, that suddenly like 100 tons fell off on them. Suddenly all of this was what was old crashed in them. What crashing? Old patterns and old things in the mind crashing. Simply it's crashing. It has to crash to give place for new one. It's indeed very scary moment and scary process. Because you're not expecting. We usually in life afraid things we don't know, but this process bringing what is unknown. You cannot expect this. You cannot know this. We usually don't know who we are inside. That's the thing. So we have to go through those processes of life in order to change. And if we cannot go on our feet anymore, then we will be pushed, or they call it, will be pushed off the cliff, let's say, to find ourselves in new water. Salam alaikum.